Team Keep It Clean. See, this is a very, very special episode of the podcast because I think we're on like episode 24. Yeah, we're on episode 24, but that's not what this is about. We have finally reached 1,000 subscribers on the team. It's exciting, man, for real, man. We reached 1,000 subscribers on the Team Keep It Clean podcast channel. So this is cool, man. I think that will allow us to actually start live streaming from this channel. So that should be fun whenever that time and place, whenever that does happen. Cause I ain't about to get on here and be like, oh yeah, now since we can, we're gonna be live streaming this and that and that. No. But it's really cool to just that growth, man. It's super cool. So thank you all for subscribing. Thank you for anybody that listens to it on Spotify or Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, or just listen to it on the YouTube channel. Thank you. Thank you for just being willing. Straight up. Shout out to all the patrons. Let me give a special shout out to the patrons real quick. I gotta call them by name. I can't really do it too much on the YouTube videos. But on here, shout out to Cam, shout out to Marquita, shout out to Tank, shout out to Gary, shout out to Buddy, Jerome, Davis, Lewis, Isaiah, John, Garrick, Yolanda, Stephen H, Stephen M, Harry, Joshua, Shavang, Oscar, Biggest Fan, Corey Klein, Forrest, Ronnie, JD, Marco, David, Heidi, Mark, Nick, Brick, Jay Frank, Garth, John, and Parnell. Justin P. So I appreciate y'all, man. Thank you. Thank you for just, thank you. Seriously, because it is really, really special what y'all do. Whether you think it is or not, it is. I guarantee you that, man. On the regular YouTube channel, also hit another fun milestone over there of 38,000 subscribers. So that's pretty exciting as well. So it's just a lot of milestones being hit yesterday. Yeah, between yesterday and it was yesterday. So let's go. I'm recording this, by the way, on February 3rd. It's crazy. We already in February, man. We already in February. This last year was, 2020 was it was a big yikes in a lot of areas. It wasn't all a big yikes, but a lot of it was a very it was a year that took a toll on everybody in one way or another. Of course, a lot of people experience losing loved ones, and that's the worst. Like that's the worst. People lost their businesses. They lost a lot of money. Of course, the pandemic it changed the world. It changed the world. And it changed our day-to-day lives. Like I remember the first time that I went out and I went to the grocery. That's why I went to the grocery store, and it was my first time really being out at a store since the whole pandemic had started. And I was like, wow, when I went inside, I see everybody with their mask on and stuff, and it was just so weird. It was just like it was just something out of a video game or something, because it did not look like real life, man. It really didn't. It didn't look like real life. And I was just like, wow, this is really, it was like almost creepy at first. But now you're used to it. Now you go out and grabbing your mask, you do that second nature. It comes naturally to you because you're so used to it now. And that's unfortunate, but that's what it is. We so used to grabbing our mask because we have to grab our mask. It's grab and go. But it's the way of life. But yeah, the pandemic it just changed everything. And but we're here now, man. We're here now, and that is probably, as I'm sure you all have heard before, that is one of the most constant things in life is change. There's always going to be change in one way or another, and that's whether you like it or not. Now, with this whole scenario, it is a very unfortunate change because it's not like change at your job or something. Oh, you got a new manager, a new boss or something. No, that's an easier type of change. But it was hard. It was hard, and then it takes an emotional toll on so many people. Yeah, because they don't get to be with their family. They don't get to be with their friends. You don't have what you used to have. Or even if you do have it, you don't have it the same way you had it before because it's changed. So it's sad, man. But y'all keep pushing, keep going. Just keep on doing you, man. Keep on doing you. Keep on being positive. Be as positive as you possibly can, cause it makes a difference. And you never know how you being positive can impact somebody else. Cause you might just be thinking, oh yeah, I'm being positive, but ain't nobody watching. And even if nobody's watching, you should do it for yourself. But you never know who you could be impacting, man. Never know. So just keep that in mind as you go on your day-to-day journey, whatever you're doing. Whether you're working, going to school, going wherever, just keep it up, man. For me, we finally got a comment. We got one of our funny comments of the week. Even though it wasn't really so bad. So it was just like okay, like it wasn't a big deal. And that comment this week came from Reddit. Because one of my guys, he sent me a DM of something that he saw on Reddit. And he was like, oh, I guess they not a big fan of Team Keep It Clean. And let me see. And the message said, Ingraven is a cool guy and all, but the complete lack of structure, which just leads to a ton of rambling, drives me, not Team Keep It Clean word, nuts. So he was saying the lack of structure, which just leads to a ton of rambling, drives him nuts. So me, I always tell y'all, hey, everything's not for everybody. Everything not for everybody. See, and that comment wasn't even so bad. That wasn't even like, we've of course gotten much worse. We've gotten like way worse than that. But something like that, it's like, what I think is even crazier than that comment is people who they'll watch your videos and they'll complain about this, they'll complain about that, and they may have watched for a while and they'll say, oh, I don't like your videos. I don't like how you do this. I don't like how you do that. I don't like how you do that. I don't like that. I don't like that. It's like, okay, cool. So why do you keep watching? I think that's crazier to me that people will say, oh, I don't like your videos. I don't like the way you do this. I don't like the way you do that. But they still keep watching them. If something really bothers you that much, why would you drive yourself crazy and put that? That's almost like torturing yourself. Like, okay, I don't like watching this, but you know what? I'm going to keep watching it, even though I don't like it. For me, if it's somebody, and I've done this plenty of times before, I might catch wind of a video, whether about football or not, really just whatever video on YouTube. And if I like, even if I like the topic, but don't like how it's being delivered, or don't like that the way that person does their channel or whatever, I'm not gonna sit up there. You know what? I'm gonna keep watching. No, I'm not doing that. I'll watch a video, maybe watch another video to see. But if it's not for me, it's not for me. And I don't think it's a problem with not watching something that you don't feel is for you. And again, to me, in my opinion, I think it's torture. I think that's you're really torturing yourself. Because, okay, I don't like this, but I'm going to still watch it. And then you could say, oh, well, maybe they see potential in you or something. Maybe they like something, but whatever they don't like. But if that's the case, then there's a way to present that. There's a way to present that. And I think that's something that I see a lot a lot of people struggle with. The presentation, the communication, being able to express themselves respectfully. I've seen that a lot because I've had some people, I've had some people give some fire ideas, but they give it disrespectfully. Well, really only like a couple. Usually some of the best ideas when people give them, they come respectfully. But I've had some where people will give very rarely where they give a good idea, but in it's disrespectful. Usually, if somebody gives me an idea, and they give it in a disrespectful way, it's usually not a good idea. That's what I've encountered. I know not everybody's the same, but that's what I've encountered. Recently. Sorry, I'm playing Madden and I'm doing this podcast at the same time. Cause y'all know I love my Madden. I love my Madden. In my office, I got the Xbox One, right next to the computer. So I'll be in here working, and I'll be editing videos and stuff and playing Madden at the same time. So that makes it that much more enjoyable. But anyway, so yeah, that was that. So that comment about the rambling. Hey, I tell people, y'all, I know y'all heard me say it plenty of times. It's gonna happen. That's just me. We get off topic all the time, but I would hate, like for me, I would be bored. Like if you come to the channel just for Ravens news, hey, that's fine, no problem. But that's not all it's gonna be. We're gonna talk, like, cause if you want just to use it as an example. All right, Lamar Jackson, he signed a contract extension, and he's getting paid $42 million a year. It's a 5-year extension. Boom, and that's it. Okay. All right, guys, have a great day. See you in the next video. You think we're really about to do that? Just say the whatever the statistics are, or whatever the facts are of that given topic, and just end it. No, man. No, we had fun with it. And I enjoy the rambling. I enjoy the talking. I enjoy the conversations, because it's just, again, if it's not for everybody, which I understand, and I ain't got no problem with it at all. But to me it's about more than football. Sometimes on the channel, like we talk about the business side, because a lot of people don't talk about the business side about football. And a lot of people don't understand the business side of football. And that's fine. I don't understand all the business side of football. I understand something, not all. But what we try to do is just give people a better understanding of some different things. Give people different viewpoints of some different things that go on with the NFL, and just try to shed a different light on some stuff. Like one of my homeboys he's thinking about doing YouTube. I know he got a little bit of extra time on his hands right now. So he was thinking about doing it. He was like, hey, what should I do? How should I do it? I said, look, man, if you're doing YouTube, and he was going to talk about football and stuff, talk about his team. And I told him, I said, look, if you're doing YouTube, okay, but it's everybody out there has all the information. Like, people can get on their phone and look up what's going on with their team or with a specific player, with whatever. Everybody got the same information. Everybody has it. And if you don't have it, it's so easy to look it up. Google is so easy. Even if you don't have Twitter or Instagram, you can still look on those websites through Google. But with what was I gonna say? Oh, but for me, I think it's all about your delivery. I really do. Because again, we all have the same information. We can all get the same information, but how do you deliver that information? And what makes you different from the way somebody else gives the information? Now, everybody might not like the way you give the information. Everybody some people gonna like it, some people aren't. But you just gotta be ready for that. So that's it. So the way that I deliver my information, that's me. That's, again, not for everybody. And definitely not for that person on Twitter. I mean on Reddit. And I know Reddit, man. Reddit, I don't even think I've been on Reddit in a long time. But I know Reddit though, I was about to say, well, they're very toxic, but I know that all them things can get toxic. Twitter can be toxic. Facebook. Oh my goodness, Facebook is just. Ooh, Facebook is. Ugh, gosh. Yeah, Facebook is. Facebook is. It can get real ugly on there. Ooh, it can get really ugly on there. And then y'all that are on there, like personal Facebook, a little bit, whatever. But like for me, I've seen a lot of Ravens Facebook and like sports Facebook. Oh my goodness. Ooh, it gets so ugly. People get, and this is not just with Facebook, it's not just with sports, it happens just period. A lot of people don't know how to disagree, and it gets nasty, man. It gets nasty. Ugh, sick. Of course, people, sports, they don't look at stuff the same, understood. Politics, they don't look at stuff the same, understood. But it just happens. That's how life is. And you're not gonna agree on everything with everybody. But man, some people, when they disagree and they will go to war. Like, and I know sometimes some topics, you're very passionate about some topics, but oof, yikes, man. Oh, it can get just so ugly. It can get so ugly. But anyway, that's like, and then of course Twitter. You know how Twitter is. Instagram, I feel like Instagram is the nicest one. People get a little nasty on Instagram, but I feel like Instagram is the nicest one out of all of them. But I feel like with Instagram, it's probably because there is no. I was telling my wife this the other day. There's no dislike button on there. There's no dislike button on Instagram. So I feel like with people on there, all them toxic, because you know there's plenty of toxic people, like just really everywhere. But they can't dislike stuff. They can't give you a sad face on stuff. Cause you know Facebook got it where you can they got it where you can put your sad face, you can put a thumbs down, you can put all those emotions and stuff. And of course YouTube they got the dislike button and all that, and it, you know, it's crazy. I think that's another torture thing too. It's very weird. There are people that I've seen it on my channel. I've seen it on other channels. It's people that will be subscribed to you, and I know exactly who they are, and that makes it even more weird. But it's people that'll be subscribed to you just to watch your videos and dislike them. That's insane to me. That's insane. Like, really insane. It's one of the weirdest things ever. I'm gonna follow this person. I'm gonna watch all their moves just so I can dislike. Just so I can say, oh, I don't like this. That's very, like, creepy. But hey, that's what a lot of them don't realize, is that that's still support, because that's still engagement on the videos. That's still interaction on the videos. And any interaction on the videos, just a little background on YouTube, I'm sure a lot of y'all know already, but any interaction on the videos is good. It's always good for the channel. Always. So they're still helping. But I just think that's weird. And I just really think, like, again, like we said at the beginning too, about people that will say they don't like what you do, but they will still sit there and watch. If you're gonna torture yourself, that's crazy. That's crazy. I don't think that's healthy to me. I don't. But anyway, Super Bowl, again, it is coming up. Today is Wednesday, so Super Bowl is in a couple days. It's on Sunday. We got what? We got to get through Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and there's just no. I don't feel any excitement. It doesn't even feel like the Super Bowl is in a couple days. It doesn't. Like, and I know part of it can be the pandemic. I think that is a big part of it because nobody. Well, I know some people still doing it, but the Super Bowl parties, it is not going to be the same as it would be in a regular year. I know people, of course, they still going to have theirs, but yeah. Because, I mean, I've been like, there's some places where you wouldn't even know that there's a pandemic going on right now. Like, sometimes I'll be on Instagram and I see clubs, like, packed. I'm like, what? Like, what? How? Like, what? Like, clubs packed. 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 I see all these parties packed. I've seen plenty of weddings and stuff. A lot of stuff is almost like it's as close to normal as it could possibly be. Yeah, it's crazy, man. But hey, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. But I'm just like, wow, it's okay. Okay, cool. No problem. But with that being said, the Super Bowl is different this year because, well, it's really the same because it's Tom Brady now, and now Patrick Mahomes is starting to become a repeat offender. But with Tom Brady, I mean, with Patrick Mahomes, it ain't so bad. For me, I mean, I would have rather somebody else, but it's all good. It's not really a shock or anything. With the Bucks, I was like, okay, the Bucks made it. Oh, okay, good for them. Oh, I guess they played great this year. Well, great enough, right? But it's like, okay, cool. It just seems like just another football game to me. That's what it seems like right now. And when I say that, I mean, of course, y'all already know that's not out of a place of hate or anything. It's just like, okay, that's that. That's what the Super Bowl is gonna be. Okay. So it is what it is. It's gonna be in Tampa. First time a Tampa team ever hosted it. I mean, the first time a home team ever hosted the Super Bowl. So yeah, that's a home game for them. So that should be really fun for Tampa fans who go. I know they said it's going to be about 25,000 people there at the game. They said it's going to be about 25,000 people, live people, and 30,000 cutouts, I believe. So they're going to have it full, but because they got, it's that presentation, man. It's all about that presentation. You gotta have the look. But anyway, then the weekend he'll be performing. Hopefully it's good. That's been another thing with the Super Bowls, man. The performances have been like all kinds of boring. Like really, I don't know, man. They just been boring. Like last year was J-Lo and Shakira. It was so boring. So it's so boring. Like, I know my wife enjoyed it, but I was just okay, let me go to sleep. This is boring. But we were at a Super Bowl party last year, so that made it a lot better. But Super Bowl parties this year. Well, for us at least. So yeah, we'll see how it all goes, man. I do expect Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs to get the win. And this could be Brady sort of passing the torch, giving Patrick Mahomes, letting it be established that he's the guy. Or, I mean, there's the other storyline where it could be like, okay, well, Brady really establishes himself as the best ever. Even though the NFL's already done that. They've already done that with Tom Brady. I feel like they ain't got nothing left to prove with him. Like, that's it. We already know Tom Brady is the best to have ever done it. He's the most successful. I don't even think he's necessarily the best quarterback, but he's definitely the most successful quarterback to have ever done it. But I just, that's Tom Brady is, yeah. We just want something different. That's it, man. That's it. Even if it could have been Aaron Rodgers and not Patrick Mahomes. Yeah, Aaron Rodgers and Patrick Mahomes. I thought I said it wrong at first. If it could have been that, like, okay, cool. We got a little fresh blood in there with Aaron Rodgers being back finally, and then Patrick Mahomes returning. Okay, let's go. All right. So this is something different. But Nah, because it could have been the insurance bowl. What's it called? The State Farm Super Bowl. That would have been cool, but yeah. Even if the Bills would have made it, man, I knew, like, we all knew it wasn't gonna be no Bills. Like, NFL is not like, they're like, we already struggling enough with revenue. We are not about to have no Bills or no Super Bowl. So we knew that wasn't happening. Like, straight up, we knew that wasn't going down. But I mean, something different would have been cool. And with the Browns, congratulations to them for all their success that they had this season. But even with the Browns, you just knew, like, nope, it ain't gonna be Browns either. It ain't gonna be Browns. But congratulations to them for made the playoff for the first time in like 17, 18 years. Got their first playoff win in like 30-something years. So, yeah, congrats to them for that. But you just knew it wasn't gonna be them. I was just so sure that this was gonna be Ravens' year. I'm like, the whole Madden thing. Past couple years, whenever somebody on Madden, their team makes the Super Bowl. Oh, whenever somebody on Madden and they win the MVP, their team ends up making the Super Bowl and winning the Super Bowl. Like Lamar Jackson, Redemption, Florida. Like, what? It just makes sense. But, yeah, it's all good. It's all good, right? It's all good. And now we're here. So, well, and it's like, well, whichever way the Super Bowl goes, me, personally, I'm not going to care. Fans of either team, they gonna have fun with it. I know the fans of the losing team, it won't be fun, but depending on how these teams are constructed the following year, we'll see if they're back. Now with the Chiefs, you know they gonna be a contender. Is Patrick Mahomes there? They're gonna be a contender. They are going to be a contender. They are just, that offense, man, is crazy. The defense, opportunistic, but With the Bucks, I know they talk all the Brady. Oh, Brady wants to play till he's like 45, something like that. And hey, maybe he would, or maybe. I wonder if they win, would he retire? Would he be like, you know what? All right, I'm done. Would he retire and then add the Bucks to the list of teams that need a quarterback? Would he do that? Would they? I believe he signed a 2-year, $50 million deal. I believe he did. I believe he signed a 2-year deal, $25 million per year. I believe. I'm not 1,000% sure on that, but I'm pretty confident in that. But either way, Brady, if he wins, all right, yeah, Brady best ever to do it, even though that's already done. But with Patrick Mahomes, I think it's gonna be Patrick Mahomes, and they could be like, "Oh man, you beat the GOAT. You're right now. You're the GOAT, man. It's you. You're the best." So anyway, that's the Super Bowl, as as we know it. See, I can't find an excited bone in my body for it, but it's not just me. It's also other people. It's also other people. It's not the same. But at least one thing I am very, very glad for. 'Cause I don't want to sound like I'm complaining or anything like that, 'cause I'm not. But one thing that I am extremely glad for is that we made it through this football season. We made it through the season. And with that being said, there was a lot of doubt that there would be an NFL season. There was some worry. No, there was a little bit of worry about me because I was like, oh, but I was probably about like 65-70% sure that there would be a season. There was still that little bit right there, that little 30-35% where I was like, ooh, hold up now, but. Because I even remember, I never forget. It wasn't like it was no crazy conversation or anything, but one of my guys who me and my wife, we used to watch him and his wife's son for like a couple months during the summer. one day when he was coming over toward the end of the summer, he was like, "Hey, is there gonna be a season?" He's like, "Well, what you gonna do if it ain't a season?" And I was like, "Oh," so I don't know. We had to get creative, but I was telling him, I said, I think there'll be a season though. I still think there'll be a season. But I was like, hey, if it's not a season, everything will be fine. It'll all work itself out. So, but I'm glad there was a season. So that made things a lot better. But yeah, shout out to the NFL for having it and having the entire thing. There were a couple of delays, not many. There was the Ravens and Steelers delay. There was I think Steelers and Titans delay, and I think Titans and Bills game got delayed. But there wasn't a crazy amount of delays. Some players missed some games here and there. But they did a great job, man. They did a great job. They couldn't, well, they probably could have if they really, really would have wanted to do it. But with the NFL, it's a lot different from basketball. But basketball, they were able to do the bubble. And with them doing the bubble, that allowed them to sort of keep everything under wraps. With NFL, they couldn't do that. It's so much going on in NFL. Teams are so big, rosters are so big, so they couldn't do the bubble. They didn't do the bubble. I think they still could have. But anyway, shout out to them because they did it. They did it. That is one thing that I always thought of when it came to it being a season this year. The thing I thought of was the NFL is a business, and businesses are in it to make money, and NFL makes a lot of money, so they're not going to want to stop business. They're not going to want to. That's why all these games were still played. These teams, the Ravens, they had a little outbreak thing. The Titans or the Bills? The Titans had it. The Titans had their little outbreak thing. But the show must go on, and it certainly did. Every time, it certainly did. The show went on. So, and now through the playoffs, made it through there, and now it's time for the Super Bowl. So, good job, NFL. Good job. You could have done some things better, but you could have done a lot of stuff worse. But it's all good. So that's it. Anyway, so Super Bowl week really here. Moving forward on the channel, we're gonna be having some more people on, not just the channel but the podcast too. But I definitely want to just give an opportunity to probably some smaller creators too, and we still a small channel ourselves, but just to help try to put some people on the, I don't want to say on the map because it ain't like we on the map or anything like that, but just gonna be branching out a bit more. So I ain't really gonna get too in detail about what we're gonna do. You will just see some different things that we are working on when it's being done. So I'm excited, man. I'm excited. There's some things that me personally that I want to make happen for the channel, on the Ingravenvids channel, this channel as well, just to up some stuff. But yeah, I'm gonna do that as time goes along. It's not gonna be one of them things. Okay, well, since we had 1,000 subscribers now, you know what? A lot of stuff got to change. No, we still gonna keep doing what we're doing. But I definitely got some things that I've been wanting to improve on here, even before before we even got to 1,000 subscribers, which is really cool, man. But and again, thank y'all for that, man. But again, thank you for listening. Thank you for being willing to support, and thank you for just rocking out with us, man. So I gotta double check on that live stream thing. I'm pretty sure we're eligible for that now, but I just gotta double check. But anyway, team, keep it clean. Thank you. I do love y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and finish this. I'm gonna finish this half of this playoff game because I'm actually in the playoffs right now. I'm in a divisional round against the Kansas City Chiefs. Oh boy, why couldn't it work out like this in real life? To where and I'm beating the Chiefs 21-0 right now. Sometimes you look at real life and you're like, man, if only I could be controlling it the way that I control a video game. If only I could be controlling this football team the way that I control them on the Xbox. And then you get frustrated. Because it's like, man, what? Not even frustrated, just laugh at it almost. Just laugh at it like, oh, well, okay. So, and real quick, my expectations for the Ravens this year. My expectations are that they're still, I'm not expecting Super Bowl right now. I'm really not. I expect them to make the playoffs, but I'm not really expecting Super Bowl. I just feel like it's going to be, right now, just based off of what they've said and what they've done so far. I know it's still early, but I just feel like it's going to be another similar ending. Well, they could have some playoff success, but I don't know. I'm hoping that I'm wrong, but, well, we just got to wait it out and see, as we do with everything. But anyway, team, keep it clean. Thank you. I love y'all, and I hope y'all having a really good day, and we out. Hope you enjoy it.